Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allivo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. Well, join us at the Wyandotte County Fair on Thursday, thanks to Nature's premium liquid fertilizers since 1946. Well, Brianna has an update from the Ohio corn and wheat growers. Brianna.
Joining me is Ryan LeGrand from the U.S. Grains and Bioproducts Council. You had a recent name change to your organization. Can you kind of talk on what caused that change and why you are now including the bioproducts?
Sure. Well, the U.S. Grains Council, formerly known and now as the U.S. Grains and Bioproducts Council, has been around for 65 years. We have been promoting, I'd say 20 years, distillers grains, and for the last 11, 12 years, ethanol, when traditionally we were promoting more of the feed grains, corn, barley, sorghum, and different uses for those. We wanted to incorporate into our name the products that are coming out of the American ethanol plants and what we're promoting overseas. You know, these products, distillers grains, now the high pro distillers and ethanol are part of our identity in practice, but not in name. And so we really wanted to bring that in and make it clear to all stakeholders, external and internal, who we are and what we represent.
What should Ohio farmers know about the current landscape of U.S. trade, especially deals that impact corn, ethanol, and our ability to compete globally?
Of all the products that we market overseas, and with the exception of sorghum, things are going very well. This year, the crop year that just ended August 31st, when the final numbers come out, we will have broken a record for corn exports all time, edging out the 2020-21 crop year. And important context on that, the last time we set a record just 4 or 5 years ago, China took 30% of that corn. It's great to see that we're shipping more corn to traditional customers and new customers alike. We're going to do the same for ethanol. All told, in the form of corn, we're exporting 140 million more bushels in the form of ethanol of corn than we did last year. So great to see that front as well.
President Trump last week signed an order to implement a trade agreement with Japan that is expected to increase U.S. agricultural sales by $8 billion a year. Over the past 5 years, Japan has bought an average of just under $12.9 billion in annual farm goods from the U.S. Spelling out agricultural trade, the order stated specifically the government of Japan is working toward an expedited implementation of a 75% increase of United States rice procurements and purchases of United States agricultural goods, including corn, soybeans, fertilizer, bioethanol, as well as other U.S. products. Well, the condition of this year's corn and soybean crops offer an illustration of just how the timing of drought during the growing season makes a difference in crop success.
When it comes to drought threats over the course of the growing season for corn and soybeans,
we made it through much of the summer with relatively minimal drought coverage.
Just 3% drought coverage for corn and bean growing areas on August 5th, according to USDA meteorologist Brad Rippey. Yet, over the past month, drought coverage has significantly expanded in parts of the corn and soybean belts.
Corn went from 3% on August 5th, tripling to 9% in drought by September 2nd. Soybeans, because we had more production area in the Mid-South, we saw an even bigger expansion, 3% drought coverage, up to 16% of the U.S. soybean production area in drought by September 2nd.
Rippey says this illustrates the timing of drought and its impact on crops. Increasing dryness aiding in corn and bean crop maturity and the upcoming harvest, while other crops such as spring wheat suffered drought impacts. I'm Rod Bain reporting for the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C.
The markets, they're next.
This is Dale Menyo with the Ohio AgNet. For over 25 years, my truck has been running strong on biodiesel, reliable, high-performance fuel that keeps me on the road promoting agriculture. Every gallon helps power Ohio's economy, protect our environment, and support our hardworking soybean farmers. The best part? It works in any diesel engine. No modifications needed. Take it from me. Choose biodiesel and drive with purpose. Learn how at soyohio.org.
Stop on by our Red Barn during the Farm Science Review, September 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Come say hello to the Ohio AgNet and the Ohio Country Journal team.
Subscribe to Ohio's Country Journal for a chance to win one of 4 $250 gift cards.
And don't miss your chance to say hi to Dale Minyo. After more than 30 years on the air, he's retiring. Sign his guest book, play games, and enjoy fun giveaways.
Plus, free popcorn every day until 1 o'clock.
We'll see you at the corner of Corn and Market at the Red Barn at Farm Science Review.
The Market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. At the Board of Trade, September corn $4.03 up 4 cents. December corn $4.21 3/4 up 3 3/4. September beans $10.13 1/2 up 7. November beans $10.33 3/4 up 6 3/4. September wheat $5.05 1/2 up 4 1/2. At the Mercantile Exchange, October cattle $235.80 down 17 cents. October hogs $95.15 down 87 cents. October feeder cattle $359.17 up $1.27. This is the Ohio AgNet.